of CAZ.Red will be in a decent situation. They have a fair amount of utility, but not the best in the world, whereas Perilous have gone in with the entire full buy. Everything you could want for in a round like this, and they're using it to great effect, getting very aggressive with the map control. We can see one player has also pushed into A main on the CT side, as Speedy G is also holding down that angle if they decide to come out at Garage, and CAZ have just been flushed out in way of map control. Speedy G trying to get the first pick onto one player in mid, but you can't find it. SMK trying to make that Tech 9 go to work. Meanwhile, does push out to Ali G, who actually ends up like mollying away instead. He also pushes aggressive, does get SMK, and Ducky does answer back just in time. However, the damage has certainly been done to the rest of Red. Vero's been tagged. Snow is very, very low, and as far as I can see, with just a minute left on the clock, CAZ can probably rush it down, but I do not think that they'll be able to withstand the defensive from Perilous.
Well, I mean, the thing with the defense at the moment is obviously an even situation favors the T side normally, and with only 2 players on the site, if all 4 committed, it is a very, very possible take for them. The problem you see stopping that at the moment, though, is Snow and Vero's health, both just on the edge of death, so one bullet on either should probably kill them, and Ducky's going to drop as well at the wrong time. Banks also spotted out now by Zoe, and this looks like their push is going to be falling apart before it's even started. Banks, though, somehow manages to take Zoe out. 2 HP remaining on him and leaves Speedy G to try and stop the push.
He had to only connect 1 bullet, and it just didn't happen, so CAZ do have control of the site. Nice flick from Vertigo, does take down Banks, looks for a second onto Snow. I thought he spotted him out, apparently not. Flashing the way out of the site. It's a 3-on-2, and Snow and Vero in such a bad situation. Snow will get Speedy G, so that's a good start, but that grenade's probably going to shut him down unless it gets caught on the forklift. It doesn't, so it's all going to be on Vero to try and shut it out, but Vertigo with his orb will take him down and get the defuse as well, bringing the rounds to 5-1 on the Perilous side.
I think CAZ at this point should be getting a little bit worried. Obviously, only pistol round in their pocket right now. But saying that, this does mean now 5 rounds lost in a row, they're going to be on max round loss bonus and are going to have a lot of money to work with as a result. You can see that happening now. Lost the round, still managed to get many, many weapons up. SMK, though, again draws the short straw. 1 round with the Tech 9, this round with no armor.
Missing early aggression from CAZ straight up into mid. Speedy G is taking a bit of damage. Getting flashed out as well, but Vero again managing to get tagged down. I do not know how he manages to lose his health so early on in these rounds, but meanwhile the rest of the guys from the CAZ.Red side are going to get taken down, and Ducky sits in the fire too long. Zoe getting that kill there, and a brilliant opening pick. Speedy G has also gone aggressive into Gary, who's going to take one down. However, he doesn't realize the player coming in from behind him, Snow. He's just going to shut him down as well. SMK finally comes back to A, but it's still a 3-on-4 with very 3 versus 3. SMK does actually manage to turn it back to evens. And this round could go either way at this point. A little bit over a minute on the clock. Perilous still in the driver's seat at 5-1.
The problem is, instead of deciding to push the site, they are going for mid control. And this late in the round, maybe not the best idea, as Vertigo's there and he's going to find himself a wallbang to start things off. Stops that mid push in its tracks and leaves CAZ.Red a little bit puzzled, I'd assume. Still, looking to head over to that B site now, it is going to be SMK and Banks. SMK already through the vents, and I think they're going to realize quite fast there's only 1 man there in Fanny. Takes SMK out, but still has the Orpha to contend with. Hits the flash off, can't quite find the shot, but Banks isn't going to be in too good of a position himself.
He knows, he heard the footsteps, he knows there's one player in heaven. He doesn't see IG coming though, he will manage to get the flick shot anyway. Looks for a second onto Fanny, and he actually does find it. Looking for the 3k as well, if he can manage to pick up Vertigo up in heaven. He knows he's there, it's orb on orb. Just a little bit of HP, it's only 1 bullet from either side, 10 seconds left. Banks has to plant the bomb, and Vertigo knows he's going to use that chance to get visual on the site. Smoke does go out, so Banks is using his utility to his advantage. Does pick up a rifle, but it doesn't matter, because with 1 wall bang, Vertigo can just shut it down and take the defuse, and Perilous on a roll here, 6-1.
Again though, CAZ coming so close to victory in that round. I don't know how they're doing it, but every round they are making it a battle, and unfortunately for them at the moment, Perilous seem to be winning them all. The good thing is their economy is going to be dwindling as a result of that. You can see now, if Perilous lose this round, they're not going to have too much to work with going into the next, apart from on Vertigo, so definitely CAZ setting themselves up with a very good opportunity. The problem is if they can take it, and at this point it doesn't look too promising, as we do just see pistols out on every single player.
Ali G going very aggressive. He's managed to take down Banks quite a bit. Virgo also going aggressive, surprisingly with the orb. Ali G finally finding a second onto Snow, but there's Vero to shut him down. Nice placement of his Tech 9. Virgo still doing great work with that orb. He's just absolutely destroying the T side. One grenade from Ducky will shut it down as Vero also gets Fanny as well to open up the site. So it does turn it into a 2v2. The bomb will go down. It's going to be a 2-on-2 retake. Speedy G has already made his way into heaven. But there's Ducky quickly onto Zoe. Will shut him down. But Speedy G with that good double will actually close out that one and turn it into 7-1 for Perilous.
I mean, it's clutch plays like that that are keeping them in the lead. Perilous going to be picking up their 7th round off the back of a 1 versus 2. And again, a round they could have potentially won. I'm just lost words. CAZ.Red so unlucky and just so unfortunate in the way that these late round duels are playing out. They just aren't being able to find anything at the moment and are going to be stuck behind once again. Thankfully, they do have the money to buy into this round. We should see something happen as SMK now has armor and a rifle. Nice to see for him.
We are going to be seeing the gun round come out from both these teams. Rifles and an AWP for each one, and Snow making great use of it up against Fanny. Will shut him down early on in the round to bring CAZ to the advantage going into this one, and now their aggression can certainly take key. They've all gone around to the other side of the map instead of looking to hit the A site. There's one player holding from Highway, so they'll have to contend with him if they decide to push on, and one more holding from NBK corner. LNG pushing aggressive into mid, trying to get the early kill onto Snow. He backs down just in time to get himself away from that, and Zoe will be holding down a very quiet A site at the moment as CAZ have changed their minds, rotating back to B site, looking to hit this one.
And it looks like there is every chance that they will make this push onto B work, as it is only Speedy G there. He should be calling something to his team now, as he has seen the smoke come through, and you can see that happening. Vertigo rotating through the AWP, setting himself up and seeing if he can catch anybody as they try and get the push. Unfortunately, the smoke's too much and he won't be able to. And SMK finds himself a free frag onto Speedy G as a result. And Vertigo, everywhere he's going, is being smoked off. Still unable to find something. He's putting shots through the wall in frustration. Almost takes Snow out as well.
Well, Hacks much, if he lands it, he's getting the tag. Is he going to get the full kill?
I don't think he's going to manage to find that just yet. Ali G, the man up to try and find some sort of a frag coming in here, and it's going to be SMK he has to contend with first, who has spotted him out as he peeks with the shoulder, doesn't give anything away, and finds the frag as a result of his patience. Vero going to be the next man in, take Zoe out, and Vertigo now left in a 1 versus 3. We've seen some clutches, but we have not seen anything of that magnitude, and I don't think we will. Vertigo unable to make that work, will lose his life, and CAZ managed to pick up their 2nd round, finally.
Not to mention, look at the economy on the Perilous side. It hasn't been that great despite them winning round after round, so they will be stuck on pistols. Vertigo will be taking a scout to see if they can get a little bit of aggression, possibly onto mid. We'll see how he wants to play that one. But we're also just going to be seeing CAZ reading very well on this. It looks like they're going very aggressive onto B side. Snow does get Fanny to open this thing up, and SMK going absolutely aggressive onto Ali G. Speedy G also going to get taken down as well by Snow, so suddenly Perilous go from a 5-man to a 2-man. CAZ have swarmed this B site. We'll get that bomb down and probably look to take their 3rd.
I mean, I'm assuming at this point that it is definitely their 3rd, as you do just have a scout and a 5-7 to try and make it work. Still, Vertigo going to be going for it, and I think Zoe will be as well. Unfortunately, Zoe unable to find anything, but Vertigo with the jumping headshot on that scout, waiting for the player to peek him. Finds what he wants, but can't quite find the frag onto him. Still going back for more. He wants to catch these players off, and is going to find another as a result of that. Now just 3 to try and take on Scout in hand. No armor, and unfortunately at this point it looks like it will just be frags he's going for. And he will not be finding any of them. So CAZ, as you were saying, will pick up their 3rd round in the map. We might have a game on our hands, boys.
Vertigo, man, like just playing out of his mind with that scout. I think we've said it before that he is a very star scout player. Got a headshot and a no-scope in that last clutch round. Absolutely amazing stuff from the Perilous team. They've got some hell of a talent on that. He's going into the scout again as Perilous will be back on the eco round. P250s to go for them all. As the CAZ.Red guys look to be heading through B halls, trying to hit the B site again. They're getting these mollies out and smokes out very, very quickly. Fanny doing a bit of damage onto SMK, but Duffy's quickly to shut him down. Takes him down with a headshot. The bomb will go down, and Banks is already covering their backs alongside Snow, who does get Zoe as well coming in from Vents, but this absolute chaos as Burrow does get Ali G. SMK does get Vertigo, and Speedy G, one man alone with a 5-7. He doesn't even see any case of just charging for it. He's going to take that AK, save it into the next round, and that's probably the smartest play from him at this point.
Well, I mean, the most he can do now is try and find some sort of exit frags, and he's in a good position. If they run there without thinking, it should be fairly easy, and we might be seeing that happen now. SMK going to be going through pre-firing the angles he knows a player might be in, but doesn't hit Speedy on the first shot, gives him a little bit of a chance to adjust. And unfortunately, Speedy G can't act quick enough. SMK in with another headshot to rip the rifle from their hands and force them to spend a little bit of their own money going into round 12.
Either way, Perilous will be able to buy up in this one. 4 rifles, 1 AWP on Vertigo. We're soon seeing CAZ getting the early smokes out onto the connector area. He's going to see Speedy G looking for Banks as well, who actually does get a double onto Ali G as well, which is pretty much perfectly how they wanted to play it. They're getting that mid control, and they're probably going to be heading over to the A site. In fact, there's no defense on A site. If Banks just is third onto Zoe. And this round is going absolutely in CAZ's favour, and this is perfectly what they wanted. Fanny will be able to get Banks, finally shutting him down. But however, it's still a 4-on-2, and CAZ have free reign of the A site.
I mean, it's one of the easiest sites in the game to retake, and I know it's definitely the easiest on Cash, but it's still a big ask. Vertigo, though, making that mountain they have to climb a little bit smaller as he takes out one. Fanny now and him trying to decide what to do, I think. Just pottering about in CT spawn, seeing where to go, and maybe looking for some exits, as I don't think they're going to be going for this.
The best thing to do. I mean, I don't really want to be losing that AWP at this stage. Perilous will probably end up getting reset if my calculations are correct on the economy. So probably best to save that AWP if they want to. Fanny will of course be saving. He's already got himself out of there. Vertigo probably looking for an exit frag or two if he can catch it, but it's very unlikely. One player will be crossing into his sights very momentarily, but even then Vero's taking the challenge, spraying like a madman. He will shut him down, and that is so tragic for Vertigo. I don't think they could have afforded to lose that AWP, and they still did. So CAZ will be on 5, Perilous will still be in the lead on 7, but CAZ are certainly catching up at this point in round 13.
I mean, we've seen a one-sided game one way with Perilous just smashing out 7 rounds straight. We might be seeing CAZ try and do something similar here, as they are doing a great job, at least of catching up, and it doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon. Though did have that M4, going to be dropping over to Ali G instead. But still, only 1 on the team. We saw a couple of rounds last game where that worked out. Not something you want to rely on, in my opinion.
Going to be just pistols for the rest of the Perilous members, but Speedy G is making good use of it. He doesn't manage to get the kill onto Snow. However, if he had made that backstab work, that could have been huge for the Perilous side, but CAZ have figured it out. They know that there's also Zoe going aggressive, and Ducky's being very cautious about it. He does manage to get the kill finally, so that shut down the air aggression from the CT side. One more player rotating in to see if he can stop him as much as they can, but Ali G is in the wrong spot to be dealing with this. Banks is going around the corner, does see Fanny, shuts him down, so CAZ will get their bomb down, and chances are looking to pick up the 6th round on their board.
I mean, you say chances are, I say almost definitely. Ali G probably not wanting to let that M4 go. In fact, he does. Takes the fight, loses it, loses the M4, and Vertigo unable to do anything in a 1 versus 5 situation. So it is just going to be CAZ.Red shutting it out, finding themselves a 6th, and putting themselves in with a very good chance of actually taking this off.
7-6, and CAZ are very close behind Perilous, basically tickling them at this point. Double AWP setup coming out from Perilous, as they do try everything they can to try and pick up their half at the least, and they really can't afford to lose this on the CT side. But what's been left behind for CAZ.Red is they are looking for the opening picks. LG also holding on boost spot, but no one's coming from there so far. Instead, CAZ playing it slowly, and Perilous holding the angles pretty much as best as they can. Ooh, hello. I thought he would have picked up that pick there. I'm surprised he actually tried that wall bang. The Snow's creeping into the site. Vertigo is holding the site perfectly. In fact, if Snow decides to overextend too much, he may be in with a bad situation. They do not know he's being boosted. In fact, it's a very good spot. I do not think they're expecting it. He does catch a glimpse of one. Banks is creeping his way over. One shot is all Vertigo needs, and that's exactly what he's received. Snow plays in as well. Zoe going to get him back, but Ducky with a quick refrag. So a 4-on-3. Perilous in the advantage. The bomb looks to be hitting the A site. One more player is also rotated in to try and deal with this.
I mean, the issue with that Lights position is once you've got one, the rest know where you are and they know how to counter it. Slash, they're going to be pre-firing it. At this point, though, they don't seem to be able to. Ducky, not quite hitting the right angle, will lose his life as a result, and this is Perilous' opportunity. SMK finds himself one, but Vertigo knows exactly where he is, and as he drops, it is a 2 versus 1 situation for Vero, and honestly, as much as he might be able to get that bomb down, this should be a fairly easy retake.
That being said,
Yeah.
he just got one player down, so it's all on Fanny in a one-on-one. In fact, will it be the clutch coming out of Vero, the 1 versus 3? About to find out, he's looking in totally the wrong direction, so Fanny will shut it down instead and take Perilous to the half at 8-6.
No. I'm sorry, Jay, 8 plus 6 does not equal 15.
Is it? Oh, Christ.
No,
oh
buddy.
My God.
So, coming into this round, as it is not the end of the half just yet, Perilous Fury are going to be sitting on 8 rounds, CAZ.Red on 6, making 14 rounds total, making this round 15. Surprisingly enough.
I'll let you cast this one. I feel like I failed life here.
And Perilous are going to be going into it with a little bit of a weak bye to start things off. Obviously, Speedy G with just that 5-7, and Zoe looking to lose a gun by pushing into A main. Luckily, Vertigo manages to find himself the refrag, and Ali G on the flash, trying to see if he can pick anything up for himself, and he'll find one. Tag Ducky low, 20 HP to try and work with, and it's not going to be enough. Now just Banks and Vero left versus 4, and that was a hell of a quick round. Perilous really putting in the work here. After winning that last round, they seem to have come back into their own.
Vero going to push out, almost catches Speedy G. Does manage to escape through the smoke. Banks will get him finally, and as Vertigo does manage to spot him out, takes him down. That's the bomb away. So as much as this went from even Stevens, it's gone back in the Perilous favour, and Vertigo do give Perilous the half at 9-6. I got the maths right this time. And that is going to be their CT side over. Thoughts?
I mean, thoughts from me personally, CAZ.Red did a great job to get the rounds they did. Obviously 5 in a row after the the little stomp Perilous went on. But there was the potential for a couple more there. I don't think I saw them utilising mid-control too much. But obviously when they were winning, they were just repeating what they were doing, trying a couple of different things and making whatever worked their main thing, making it, well, yeah, words. Using it to its fullest advantage. The problem was, when Perilous figured it out, they couldn't really switch up enough and so couldn't pick up any more rounds. It leaves them in a bit of an awkward situation starting their CT half. But really on Cash, not something that's going to prove too much of a problem. That is, if they pick up pistol round, and at the moment it's not looking too good.
You're going to see Vero falling early on. Zoe going aggressive into Zed. They're going to take down Banks as well, which is a good start from him. Also picks up a USP. Looks like Ducky as well, and he actually does find the headshot on him. So SMK and Snow suddenly become the only 2 men left on the CAZ side. The bomb will go down, and Zoe's looking for his 4th. He picks up Snow, and SMK suddenly becomes the last man alive. He also does catch off 1 headshot onto Fanny. Looks for his 2nd, but Speedy G is there to shut him down and turn it into the pistol round victory for Perilous. The 2nd pistol round, and both pistol rounds, in fact, going to that side.
Indeed. Well, what?
What?
Yeah,
has your brain gone kerfuffled like mine?
No, my brain's still working, Jay. I was going to say I don't think Perilous did pick up both pistol rounds.
Well, according to Tab, oh no, they didn't.
And I was hoping to see CAZ do something a little bit like Perilous and find this 2nd one for themselves, play it off from there and find themselves at a draw. It's really dependent though, especially as CAZ have not really invested quite enough to make that a believable option right now, and Perilous should just stomp through, take this one with relative ease, especially considering the 2 AKs currently on their side.
Just Eagles, P250s on the CAZ.Red side. A little bit of armor to go around, but very, very, very little to work with. Speedy G is going to open it up on Snow as expected. LG is also coming in as well. Does manage to catch off SMK and get the refrag onto him. Vero also going down in that exchange, so it's just a 4 onto his Vertigo. Actually managing to go around another player from the CT side. Banks also holding in from Zoe. So it's going to be Perilous. You probably want to get the bomb down on A site. It's totally open. Ducky coming in from the back, hoping to find some sort of backstab if he can, but Perilous has formed the site. It's going to be a 4-on-2 retake for the CT side.
I just wanted to say, look at Zoe's position. He must have seen Banks come through, and this is where he has to strike now. Going to catch Banks coming through Zed, takes him out and leaves just Ducky to try and make some sort of play work here. The problem is he's got players both sides of him and can't watch it too effectively, and somehow Zoe spots him just peeking out the smoke slightly, takes him out, and gives Perilous their 11th round. This is looking like the game might be shut out fairly soon at this point, as Perilous are a little bit dominant right now.
You're seeing Ducky getting an SMG here, an MP7 I think that is, heading into this next one. Might try and go aggressive if he decides to. It's a possibility for him to go down that road. However, it does look like the Perilous boys still having the advantage here with the full rifle, but Ali will get snow. Oh, Vertigo playing that scout like it's supposed to be. Banks going down very quickly. Zoe's also going to get one as well. Ducky will get Fanny back at least, so does going aggressive with that, but Vero's also falling, so Ducky suddenly becomes the last man alive, and Speedy closes it out. Perilous take their 12th round, and I think CAZ are going to be calling this tactical pause to really try, and they really need to pull back some rounds here.
I mean, that's what I actually like to see. We don't see it too much in this tournament, but obviously tactical pauses are a thing you can use, and I think CAZ.Red pulled it out at the perfect time. They're 6 rounds down. We've seen before that they do definitely have the potential to come back into this half. It's just a matter of how, and this is a great time for them to try and discuss that.
And the question at the moment is, what can they do against the Perilous side? Perilous, actually, I think they're going a little bit weak into this, because Fanny hasn't got a rifle on him. I think he probably could get brought up if they tried to, but I'm not sure what's going on with that. CAZ will be able to buy up into a gun round here. SMK is a little bit hesitant to do so. Probably will end up getting at some point. Yeah, there we are. Rifle, utility, and head armor for him, so it will be full gun round. Except for Fanny, who will not have a gun, actually. I take that back, it's not technically a full gun round. The rifles for most players, as we do see the CAZ players getting their presence felt onto mid, setting up their defenses onto both B and A. It does look like the Perilous guys are trying to hit the B site. Bomb's gone down that direction to B halls. But they're holding back so far, still playing it slow, trying to get that opening pick.
I'm currently just questioning Perilous's confidence. They're still on to a Tech 9 on one player and a Scout on another. So really not ideal, and it doesn't look like the round's going to be going too well for them either. Ali G already down very, very low, but Speedy G ready and waiting manages to give them something in the form of a kill on Banks. We do see Snow respond to that, but Zoe's going to be able to find Ducky here, trying to go for the backstab. Not going to be working just yet, and it puts it back into Perilous's hands at 4-3 for the retake. No, sorry, not for the retake, for the take, and it's going to be all 3 players getting ready to defend this B site here. And unfortunately, from the offset, not going too well for Perilous at all. Already down a man. Vertigo losing health by the second, and if they don't realize that well, I was going to say if they don't realize all the players are there, they're going to run into a brick wall, but it looks like they definitely have. Vertigo taking that bomb all the way back across the A site, while Speedy G gives a little bit more of a distraction there on B, finds the second as well, and leaves just the rotating player SMK to try and get something done. He's going to make the wrong call as a result of that, head back towards B and have his head taken as punishment.
Look at the cash on the Perilous side, like they are just absolutely rampant against CAZ, and CAZ are just starting to see that victory slowly slip away from their grasp. They're starting to see that final spot just go away round by round by round. Perilous will probably get onto 14 rounds going into this one, as it does look to be just a pistol on CAZ, and that's going to be very dire. They really have to make up some rounds here, else it's going to be a problem and a half. Ducky will catch Speedy G, we'll just get a glimpse, just the information, but nothing more than that. As the rest of the T's are pushing in, Speedy G finally getting the first pick onto SMK. Ducky's also going to try and overextend to get Zoe and shut him down 4-on-4, which is a good trade out on that side. However, Ali G is also going aggressive onto Ducky. Virgo will fall, but Ali G with a quick double will shut them down. Looks for one more, also for the smoke, can't find it. Banks and Vero are there to try and pick it up. Fanny going in with that rifle, and it's just Banks there. It will get shut down. It's all on Vero, and Vero could not do anything. It's going to be Perilous to take their 14th round, and CAZ at this point, they're in a very bad spot.
Indeed they are. About as bad a situation as you can imagine them in. Obviously 6 rounds not really enough. They do manage to have some guns brought up this round, so a little bit of a chance there, but from what we've seen in the gun round so far, not too much hope. Still, hopefully we can see something going on once GoTV gets back to normal. If GoTV gets back to normal.
been good so far. I mean, usually it's reconnected. However,
I mean, today we haven't had too many problems at all. It's just, if this shuts it down completely, that's a bit of an issue.
ha. Well, this is a bad thing.
It's definitely not good.
I think we've been shut out, guys.
I think we might be kicked off the server now, and that's going to be the game done. I'm going to see if I can quickly find the score for the game in total so we can just chuck that to you guys for a little bit of information. Meanwhile, Jay, why don't you sell yourself out and plug our sponsors?
Alright, fair play. Well, we want to thank our sponsor, Crisp.srv, for providing these servers for the UK CSGO Weekly Cups. They have been fantastic in providing us free service. They sponsor a lot of the... they basically help run the UK pro scene, and they're doing a very good job at it so far. So if you want to go check them out, it's crisp.srv.com, I believe. I never remember this. It's,
crispsrv.co.uk.
What he said. crispsrv.co.uk to get yourself a decent server. Brod, do we have our results for that game?
We do have our results. I'm going to have to apologise to Speedy G that he can't watch the final round, as it does seem both rounds we missed were the last two. Perilous winning 16-6 over CAZ.Red. Anyway, we're going to be back with the final in just a second, so wait around for that. Hopefully we'll be right back.